Hello, everybody. So we have our 7.5 stream. I hope my voice seemed really loud right there. I hope it's not insanely loud, but yes, 7.5 stream. Can't say I like 7.5, but that's alright. What's up, noob on a wheelchair? DCU, Andy. I think it's Ramu boy. Pretty sure you told me how to pronounce it, but I forgot already. Let me try. I think it's Lev D No Ho 12. I don't know if I did that right though. Turner Jenkins. Mr. Moo. I like that name. What version of Batman is your favorite? You got a lot of questions, DCU Andy. You got a lot of questions. Which version of Batman is my favorite? Like, I don't... It's Lev D Neo. I'm not gonna hold it against you though. Okay, yeah, I got that wrong. Yeah, I suck. Anyways, my favorite version, I don't really... That's a really... You gotta be more specific than that, but... I guess my favorite version, I won't like bring up a specific comic book, but I say like my best... This is real loud for me. Hold up. Turn that shit down. I guess my personal favorite, like... I'm gonna try to split this into eras. I like it when Batman's in his early years. Like anytime, any universe, like, you know... Batman Begins, Arkham Origins, stuff like that. I like when he's in his early years, like when he's being hunted down by the police and stuff. I like that the most, but I like most of it. The things, the versions of Batman I don't like are stuff like in the Justice League comics, which, you know, I haven't read really any of them, but I've watched summaries and stuff, and I kind of have a feel for what they are. They're very, like, intergalactic, which makes sense. But they treat Batman like he's a god, and I hate that. They treat him like he's the smartest man in the universe, and I really dislike that. So that's probably my least favorite kind of interpretation of Batman, is that he's the most powerful person ever. He could beat up anybody on Earth. I don't like that. I like having my heroes be vulnerable, and once they become gods, they're not really relatable, which is something DC does well, where they make, you know, like Superman's this godlike figure. He's super powerful, but he still has vulnerabilities. But when they make Batman a god, his only vulnerability, I guess, is like, oh no, you mentioned my dead parents. It's really cringy. And that's why Batman 2022 is going to be so good to me, because it's noir, it's his early years. It's literally the perfect Batman movie for me. Like, on every level, man. No, I'm not okay. Nope, wrong. I need the gadget wheel. I'm surprised I got that guy. Alright, let's do... What? Batman being dumb. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my god. Stop flying into shit. I forgot I'm on hard mode. This one? Oh. It was this one. Alright, let's... Boop. Hold on, I'm missing a ton of questions. Let me get these guys and I will get to them. Okay, Batman, that was a little extra. Can I not? Why? I thought it was gonna do the fear takedown, but... Alright. Batman, if you do one more stupid thing, man. I guess it's my fault. I'm trying to like jump on people and he's like jumping on rails.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
I like this knife. That's really... That makes the militia really badass.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jim.
I'm a long-time watcher, but first-time writing, but something tells me I commented once.
I should know.
Well, thanks for watching, man. I haven't even had breakfast. Just been sitting in my room for an hour. Damn, bro.
Oh dear, is that who I think it is?
Enigma. Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
I don't have a YouTube, Instagram, no.
Riddle me this. Why
I don't have like a
visit an abandoned orphanage?
Instagram.
Eddie, sweetie, you confuse me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know. It's because
You
feline friend if he doesn't get you.
noob on a wheelchair, you didn't miss too much. I mean, we just played the beginning of Arkham. We did the Red Hood DLC last stream
That is because you are no
for
match
Arkham
me
Knight, but we've
and
just been
you're
playing a bit of
not
Arkham Knight. That's really it.
and your intellectual superior.
I like how we're getting advertised the Riddler side mission now, and I am forced to do it.
I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already.
Yep, I wish they just made Riddler a part of the story instead of
I will stand triumphant over your
just doing all these stupid side missions.
for good in your tiny, dullard mind. Your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
I'm coming. People said that the Riddler choice in the trailer isn't him and it's actually Batman. What's your take? Oh, in the movie trailer. I don't know. It could be. I don't want to speculate. I even got contacted by someone who said that he'd be willing to help with a video about a theory about the movie. But I said that I don't really care. Like, if the theory is right, I just basically spoiled the movie for me. I spoiled a twist that I could have figured out by just watching the movie. I don't feel like doing that. Like, I don't get the point of
I don't know anything. I swear. I just tied her up and I
I'm not calling you out or anything,
What's Nigma's play?
because that's not really a big theory. But there are some people who are making like massive theories, and I'm like, bro, you just spoiled the movie if you're correct. Like, so I don't really think too much about the movie. I wanna go in completely blind, personally. I want to get the best out of this movie I possibly can. But I did hear Batman Ego was a big inspiration, so I need to look into that. And I need to watch Chinatown too. Let's go do this stupid mission. Oh, I put her in the whatever
Keep
this suit
still.
is.
Are you okay?
Perfect. What
Long
little girl
Halloween?
doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired
Have
of
you
my
seen Batman Year
companions
One?
among
I
the least
have.
toothless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's
I haven't read the
uninspired
book, but I
underbelly,
watched the animated
or
movie.
rely on others for help.
It was pretty
When you
good.
can design, program,
I think-
engineer, and manufacture it yourself.
This might just be because so many writers have tried to replicate Batman Year One, but sometimes it can be a little overly edgy, like it's trying to be like an anime or something, which is I don't mind it too much because like I'm used to it as a Batman fan, but Batman can be really edgy sometimes,
What a pair you make.
and I feel like there's a point where you deserve like edgy. I'm not saying you can't make a story dark, but edgy, I would call edgy is when your way of making the story dark is cringy. So when like Batman kicks a tree in half, it's cool, but it's like, oh, I'm so strong, I'm just gonna kick this tree in half for no reason. Ugh.
You see, Dark Knight, this feisty felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron
Which
train
Batman do you
yard.
like most? I don't really like the Thomas Wayne Batman that much. I'm not. In my personal opinion, there's one Batman, and that's Bruce Wayne.
I'm wearing the
Thomas
wrong
Wayne Batman.
I'm here. Go get my keys.
Are we? Do I have to do the race, or like do I go through a door? I'm guessing. Okay, I'm guessing I don't go through a door. I wasn't paying attention.
Don't keep me waiting.
I don't think I do.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position. at
What was I
Mercy Bridge.
saying? Yeah, Thomas Wayne. I mean, I don't really like. Thomas Wayne is like Batman, but unhinged. I don't know. I don't really. He's not really developed as much as Bruce Wayne is, so.
I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble. The spy. You can't save all of Barbara. I killed half
Which
of her
Batman do you
own.
like most? Oh, I just answered that. Why don't you stream on Twitch? I tried doing that. That's a weird. What does that mean?
Guys, that man's snapped. He's driving around a tank.
Is that a timer?
Me, Batman.
Oh no.
Not me, but the hypothetical time in which I would naturally complete the course.
Oh, I can't. Okay, cool. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Because I'm not going for the Riddler trophies. "10 seconds. God dang. What am I supposed to do when I get there? Or is this it? Oh, that's...
Now, a good workman never blames his tools, Dark Knight. But since you built that
Can I
plan
call the...
shackled back
I
like
can't,
a
because I'm on
skeleton,
an island where the bridges aren't up. Oh, stream on Twitch? I don't know,
Militia with their fancy guns. We're the real muscle in this town.
I'd have to get partnered on Twitch. Like, I can... Well, for some reason, a lot of the Arkham music is copyrighted, but sometimes my streams get away with it, so I get ads on them, on the videos. So I'd rather stream on here. And, I don't know if it's still this way, but apparently if you get partnered on Twitch, they tell you that you can't really stream on YouTube. I'd rather stream on YouTube. But I've tried Twitch before. I just know more about YouTube than Twitch. I watch Twitch though. Not as much as YouTube.
They said there was an army out there. They really meant it.
How many times have you played this game since release? I've played Arkham Knight maybe... It's a long game. It's longer than a usual Arkham game. Because they have so much filler content in this game. Like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, they didn't waste any time. You know, some of it, there's a few objectives in those games that are useless, like the penguin jammers in Arkham City just don't even need to exist. There's a few objectives, but this game is filled with that. So I haven't played this game as much. I don't know, maybe 7? Maybe 5, 6, 7 times. The other games I've played up to, man, I don't even know. I've played the other ones a lot. But I just personally don't like this game as much, so I don't play it as much. I like to free roam with the Batmobile, that's about it. What am I doing? Okay. This game would be so much better if it just didn't waste time. The other ones feel like, they feel like movies. Because in movies, you have such a short amount of time. Especially, like, you really... Movies that are 3 hours long are very rare because usually people don't have time for that. And you can only make an interesting 3-hour movie if you are, like, Christopher Nolan or something. And even then, some people complain about it. So it's like, you really can't waste time. What, am I gonna... Is this thing gonna open up or what? Oh my god, I hate that. Just start it.
I'm at the bridge.
This game, man.
Duly noted.
That's how the other games feel. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins. They feel like movies where they have a select time. I'd say those games are like 8 hours long, maybe? 8 to 10 hours long. And because of that, they don't waste time. They gotta tell their story in that amount of time, and sometimes that's good. Because that means you have to keep all the good stuff. You gotta get through all the bad shit, cut it from the game, and just make the game with all the good parts. And then you got this short little sweet thing. That's kind of like what I'm pretty sure Spider-Man Miles Morales is like. This game is not that. They just kept everything. They kept all the good stuff and then kept all the bad stuff too. Why do I need to go over here? What is this for? Oh. Do you think the Batman could be brought forward to say like December 21st? Production seems to be going really fast at the moment. No. I don't know, I don't think so. Decisions like that, they take a lot of stuff into account. Maybe they could because it's so far away. Part 7.5. Yeah, bro. I named it that because the last stream was 30 minutes long and I had to leave real quick. But I don't think... I don't want... As consumers, you know, when we're fans of things, we want it really fast. And I know we've been waiting a long time for this movie, I know, but it takes a long time to make movies. And I'd rather them... I know they could get this movie out by December. Or they could technically, I think they could easily... Not easily, not at all easily. If they really rushed the movie and they overworked everybody, they could totally get it done by the original date. But that's messed up. Like, I don't want... I respect everybody's time on this movie. The whole team seems to be working really hard. All the actors seem to be working really hard. They're doing such a great thing with this movie that I don't want to overwork these people. I don't want them to have such a bad time that they don't want to work on the sequel while making this movie. I want them to go slow, not slow, but go at a nice pace where everybody's having fun making the movie instead of rushing it and, you know, the director's like, you know, that was really stressful. I don't really feel like making a sequel because of how stressful the first movie was. And they've lost a lot of time with the pandemic. I'd rather them kind of chill out. So it does suck that it's so far out. But I think, I don't know. That's just my view on it. Have you ever watched the Gotham TV show? In an episode, the first season, I saw GSPD or other group of people, I can't remember, looking at discussing the blueprints of an Arkham City. Really? I've watched the show, I didn't notice that.
The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on.
Probably just an Easter egg, I guess, though. What's up, Sin Slayer? Yeah, Gotham series, I watched the entire series. It's a weird... I've talked about it a lot before, especially on the podcast. I'm pretty sure. It is a very odd... the series has so many good things. And then there's just some things they do are just so bad.
Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seat.
Like, the majority of the show is great.
Find the body.
But then they choose these just weird decisions that are just like, why? That just are really questionable and just kind of dumb. It's not even that they aren't basing it off the comics. Like, I don't mind them going in a different direction in the comics, but the things they do are just sometimes the show is extremely grounded, and then sometimes the show is extremely wacky. It's like extreme tonal shifts in the show. But I do enjoy it. I'm glad it exists. What am I searching for? Did I not scan it all the way? I don't remember, man. I already know how all this stuff goes. Am I already scanned this, right? Yeah. Am I looking for the door now? Yep. I know something rolls way over there, but I don't know if that's a part of the crime scene. Can I scan? What the fuck? I don't know what to scan. What am I scanning? I don't know what he said. I wasn't paying attention. Do you ever plan on finishing Arkham Knight map you were making? Which one are you talking about? I already did this, right? I already did this.
The door was torn off
Bruh.
during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened.
Yep, I know where it came to rest. I wonder if this mechanic was made before or after. I'd like to believe it was made after Origins did it.
Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash.
Have you played Spider-Man PS4? I have not played it personally, but I've watched full playthroughs of it, the whole thing. And it's really good. It's really, really good. I like it. I wish I had. I just don't have a PS4. I would have gotten it. And I really do want to play Miles Morales, but you know, I don't know if I'm getting a PS5 or not. Do you think that Robert Pattinson will make a good Batman in the new movie, despite him his not as amazing filmography? I think, I've said this many times, I think Robert Pattinson is the best actor they could have ever picked to play Batman for this universe. And I think he's a very, 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 very good actor. He's been playing in a lot of non-commercialized indie movies. And I think his filmography is well done. People kind of just reference Twilight and think that's the end of it, but he's been in a lot of really interesting indie movies. And I guess you could, like, say it's not the best because it is an indie movie. They don't have as high budgets, but I find that great that such a big actor would go into indie movies and help out smaller people. The Lighthouse especially, and the Devil. That's more of a higher budget movie, I think, but it is like these smaller movies, these non super commercialized movies. I respect that a lot. It's something I would want to do if I was, cause like indie movies and those smaller movies. And what am I supposed to be doing, by the way? I have not been paying attention. Okay. But indie movies is where, these smaller budget movies is where all of the experimental stuff happens. It's where all of the revolutionary stuff happens. The noir genre started as an indie genre. And it's where we got a lot of our fundamental filmmaking aspects came from that.
Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence.
Pattinson was really good in the Harry Potter films as well.
The caliber of the weapon is a match for the
I didn't even know he was in Harry Potter.
The trajectory and impact velocity
I haven't watched all of those.
that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed.
I'd be willing to bet sometime in the future they'll make a movie based on Arkham City. I don't want them to. I think Arkham City should be only a concept in the Arkham universe because it's so integral to the idea of Arkham.
Something.
I feel like if you
This crash for a reason.
Arkham City only works. It only works really well with the entire context of the Arkham universe. I really don't want it to be made into something else. I would like filmmakers to come up with original ideas instead of kind of like, oh, this was a cool idea, I should just copy it. So I'd rather them not do Arkham City. Are you getting Cyberpunk? I would like to get it. I don't know when I will, though. And damn, the Origin suit looks good. I'm gonna say that a lot. Let Arkham games exist only in the gaming medium. Yeah, I want the series to be remembered as a unique interpretation of Batman.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do.
And I feel like making a movie about Arkham City would take away from the game.
Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop.
Look up some movies Robert Pattinson was in, because I watched a video. He's been in a few indie movies, like, you know, The Lighthouse. He's been in a movie... Oh, man, I don't remember the names. I don't... It's advertising more side missions. No! He's been in a movie where he's this rich billionaire that just drives around in like a limo. And watching the riots and stuff is the only excitement he gets out of life as that character. It's interesting. I haven't watched it, but I heard it was an interesting concept. And these movies aren't going to be like... They're indie movies. It's something you gotta expect with indie movies, that they're gonna have limitations, but you gotta respect them for what they are. He also played in this other movie where he looked like a hobo. He's played in many indie movies, though. I can't wait until they start copying and pasting boss fights in this game. It's gonna be great. This game has so many, like, elements that older games are criticized for, but, like, since the graphics are good, they're overlooked. How long have I been doing YouTube? I think 4 years. Maybe more, I don't know. Haven't been keeping track. These movies sound like it'd be good to watch. Thank you for the info. No problem, man. There's a ton of... You know, maybe I should, Actually, give me a second. Let me, I have a watch list of movies I need to watch. I can read off of them in a second. You know, there's a time when you overdo a mechanic.
I'll find you, and when I do, you're dead.
And also, I'm kind of not reading the questions in order, but I try to get to all of them, and there shouldn't be a long delay, so if it takes me a while, it's not like I'm super delayed. I'm just taking a while to get to it, because I'm not a professional streamer, gamer. Why are there so many? God dang. Die! Is that someone behind me? Oh, I just I just shot that Enigma thug. That's just, do you have people who you respect and look up to on YouTube, like their work, who inspires you?
Your men can resume patrols on Miyagani Island.
I will, let me get back to that question. I don't want to get hit by any other. Hold on. What am I doing? I'm thinking. I need to get to a safe place. Boom. I like this track that's playing. I think it accurately portrays an empty city. As much as I don't like that the city is empty, I'm glad that the music at least matches what the game is. Let me see. Let me look at the other questions. Let's see. Have you beat Bane Final Fight and Origins? Oh, just beat. Nice, bro. Do you think the Batman will have supernatural elements that are grounded like Arkham? That is a good question. That's something I do, cause like I don't believe in ghosts or anything, but I write them into my stories all the time, cause I just think they're such great metaphors. They're so good to use in stories for metaphors and stuff. So maybe I would like it, because I think characters like Amadeus Arkham are interesting. They're very interesting, and they kind of tell you more about the universe. So I'd like them to do some supernatural elements. I don't want them to take it too far. I like when they have supernatural elements that are kind of interpretable. Like in Batman Returns, I know I'm talking a long time on this question, but in Batman Returns, there's a lot of supernatural elements when it comes to, you know, like Selina survives, she has 9 lives. The cats follow her around. Penguin and his, you know, no pun intended, the penguins literally follow him around, do as he says. When he dies, they push him into the water as a burial. And it's like, it doesn't downright say something supernatural is happening, but it's implied, because it's like, yeah, the penguins, like, why would they do that? Or why would the cats do this stuff? So I like in that universe that it's like kind of an implied thing that ghosts do exist and that there are supernatural connections to animals and stuff. I like that. I think that's cool. Let's see. The one where he's rich guy is called Cosmopolis. Yeah, Cosmopolis. Don't know if it's super good, but I heard it was an interesting movie. I might be taking a radical example, but they made the Lord of the Rings movie based on the book, so maybe they might make an Arkham-based movie based on the game with a unique style that doesn't suck. I don't think they will, because the Batman movie is gonna start a new trilogy. So I don't think they would kind of get this new idea. I'd rather them, if they're gonna do something, another Batman movie, they gotta do Batman Beyond. I don't think they should do an Arkham movie. But if I go to my watch list, there's a lot of classic movies I haven't watched. Valerian, I heard it's not that great, but it does look interesting. Cowboy Bebop, an anime. I think it looks cool. I like the intro a lot, the intro music, so maybe I'll watch that. There's this cool thing on Netflix called Love, Death, and Robots. I want to watch, maybe I'll watch Drive. Chicken Run is super old. I should watch that. Memento. I don't know if I'll watch Memento because it's super disturbing. And I'm easily disturbed. Chinatown. Blue Velvet is also, it's rated R. Like mega rated R, so. Chinatown, Blue Velvet, Sin City are all noir, neo-noir movies. Memento's a neo-noir movie. Tenet, I need to watch Tenet. I didn't watch it in theaters. I heard that it was kind of mediocre. Like, people aren't really agreeing on the movie. And I heard the sound design sucks. But I like Christopher Nolan, so I'll check it out. Avatar, wait, what is this? Oh, Avatar the show. The Boys, 2001: A Space Odyssey, still haven't watched that. The Shining, I know, I still haven't watched that. Silence of the Lambs, I know. Classic movie that I have yet again not watched. I watched Terminator 1, I need to watch Terminator 2, I need to watch Alien, I need to watch the original Blade Runner, I need to watch the old Superman movies, I need to rewatch Holes, because I saw it a lot as a kid. I should rewatch it. Stalker, Road to Perdition, I don't really know what that is, but I think someone recommended it. Shawshank Redemption, Upgrade, Casablanca. Boom, how do y'all feel about that? That's my watch list.
Close your eyes all you want. We're still gonna be here when you open them.
What are your thoughts on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? I get asked this question a lot. As usual, I just kind of don't really have any thoughts on it yet, because they haven't showed much about it, but I will say I like the way it looks. But other than that, I really don't know if I'll like it, because I don't know what the gameplay is. I'm not too sure about Brainiac being in the story. If they end up doing something new, then I might like it with Brainiac, but Brainiac has been overdone recently, especially in video games. He's been in like 2 recent video games. So I hope that Brainiac, I hope they do something interesting. Like maybe they can make him more of a horror element, because it is this like, his technology is a lot of alien horror. His ship is very disturbing with the skull and stuff, so I think if they went with a horror element or something, do something new with it, because Brainiac has been done so many times. Where am I going? Constantly, like, so hard to know what the fuck I'm doing in this game. What am I doing?
I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide,
You know, I'm not following the story. Why, like, security protocols? What is he talking about? There's also a ton of, like, implied technology in this game. Usually that would scare me, but I was literally so unfazed. That literally did not faze me at all. And I am patting myself on the back, cause like jump scares, you know, they do scare me, but that literally did not scare me at all. I wasn't even surprised. You love Tenet? I hope I will too, but I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but I was really excited for it. I hope it's good. Pretty sure it's John David Washington. I could be completely wrong, but I like him as an actor. Robert Pattinson, they're all good. Also, another movie to watch is Black Klansman. That's a really good movie.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio
And Blade Runner
transmissions and their
2047.
corresponding
I think it's
coordinates to
2047.
Thanks, Lucius. I
The
can
humor
scan
was great in the
network for
trailer,
Arkham Knight's
better
voice
than the
and
movie.
determine the location of his last broadcast.
Which movie? Also, watch 2049. Sorry, I'm dumb. That's a good movie, though. And also watch Godzilla 2014. I might make a video about it. It's a great movie. What am I doing? I'm going to the computer. I'm gonna be asking that a lot. Like, this is the one game where I just cannot. There's so many. Like, every other game in the Arkham series, I remember every single part of them. So I know immediately. I know what to do at every single part of those games. This is the one game where there's so many objectives that I can't even remember them all, and I constantly don't know what to do.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been
Do you read
working on
comics
some further
monthly?
upgrades
No,
here.
I don't have a comic
Let me
book
know
store
where you'd
near
like
me.
us to focus our efforts.
But, and I'm not a super big,
An upgrade to your weapons generator. Excellent
comic
choice.
guy as
Well
much as
prepared, my
I make videos
Now, if there's
about
anything else you
comic
need,
related
I'll be
things.
here all night. It's not like I could leave
I read
this
the
even if I
important,
wanted to.
well, I don't want to say like other comics are important. I read the most well-known comics, which
I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
comic purist, you know, probably don't like that I just read, you know, the mainline stuff, Long Halloween and stuff.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Just watch Tenet with
Hold off until I
subtitles.
get there.
Aw, man.
I don't want to spoil this.
That means the music's gonna be too loud to hear the dialogue. That sucks, man. Do you think Superman should be like the Chris Reeve version or a more serious approach? I like that Man of Steel took a different approach. I like that it took a more, what was the Superman Earth 1? I like that it took a Superman Earth 1 approach, and it wasn't just trying to copy the same exact Superman where he's always happy all the time, and he's just this, I don't know. Well, I mean, he wasn't always happy in, like, the original Superman movies. Wow, I did not know these guys were here. But there's still problems with that movie. Like, there is a good point to making something different, but you gotta really execute it well, and I like how a lot of it was executed, and I don't like how other parts were executed in Man of Steel. So if they're gonna make a new Superman movie, I want them to do something different again. Why am I targeting a car, man? What? I thought I dodged that. Alright.
Status update. Entrance armor disabled.
I remember going to the movies with my mom and it was awesome. Yeah, I hope I do enjoy it.
Back up. It's the bat.
If you're watching Tenet at home, I don't think you'll need subtitles on. I'm probably gonna watch it on my computer. I remember Interstellar being like Tenet with sound, but when you watch the TV, it's better. Interstellar was great. I thought Interstellar was great. And Inception. Inception is a movie you must watch. If you like movies, if you like big budget movies, you have to watch Inception. It is a blockbuster done correctly.
Alfred, there's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh, Godzilla 2014? Yeah, bro. It is. I didn't get to see it in the movies, man. I wish I did. I love that movie so much, man. I'm probably gonna make a video about it. Have you seen Superman Red Son? The animation came out. Yeah, I heard about it. I don't know if I'll watch it, because usually I hear, like, this anime movie is different, and then it ends up just being another kind of... I watched, like, I thought that the newest Justice League Dark movie would be good. It's not. There's a difference between killing all of your main characters.
Find a way to get that tunnel entrance open.
There's a difference between mindlessly killing all your main characters and killing your main characters as an integral plot point. They just killed characters in that movie for no reason. Just because they had an R rating. They're like, let's just kill characters. What am I supposed to do? I remember. Turn around. I'm smart. Got him. I like that puzzle. That was good.
Have you made any progress on the cure?
Getting there.
Have you made any progress on the
Hey,
core?
I haven't heard from Barbara for a while. Is she okay?
She's fine. She's working on something for me. It's important.
But she's
Interstellar is
safe,
my
right?
favorite
Don't
Nolan
worry,
film
Tim.
just in
Just
front of
keep
Batman
working on that
Begins. Yeah. Batman Begins is great too, man. Interstellar actually made me cry at the end, which is very rare. Like, it's really, really difficult to make me cry at a movie.
If you cared about Barbara the way that little sidekick, she wouldn't have got kidnapped in the first place.
Also, I was gonna... I think it was since later you were asking about my inspirations for YouTube. I totally forgot to answer that. I want to answer that. Let's get this open. Hans Zimmer is great, yeah. Hans Zimmer is... Except amazing. I think Hans Zimmer kind of... I don't know what's his deal, but he just sometimes goes into bad movies, and I think he knows that they're gonna be bad movies, but he does the soundtrack anyways. I think if Batman v Superman didn't have Hans Zimmer's soundtrack, I genuinely think half the people who like it now wouldn't like it anymore. Like, that soundtrack saved that movie. As bad as I personally think some of the writing and directing choices are, the music saved that movie. What am I... Oh.
Something on your mind?
But my YouTube, like, inspirations, I think are just people who do stuff that's interesting, that's different, that isn't the norm, I guess. There are some people I watch who do... Sometimes I just want to watch a video that's kind of, I don't want to say mindless, but like Call Me Carson uploads really funny like conversations that him and his friends have. And he's self-aware about his content. He doesn't act like it's new and innovative, but he genuinely uploads. He doesn't upload a lot either. So it's not like he's rushing to make videos where he's having conversations, but he just uploads raw conversations that are just funny, and they are really funny. So sometimes I watch that. Other times I watch really well done video essays, and here's something about video essays. There are a ton of people who like to call their videos video essays, and they aren't video essays. I've actually done this before, where I've called certain videos video essays, and they're not really video essays. I feel like you have to earn the title of video essay. If you're gonna put video essay in your title, you better make sure that video is good. No, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, Arkham Knight, please. Jason, no. Dang. No.
Not all of us are so lucky.
This looks a lot better with the the Origins bat suit.
More satisfying when I kill you. Oh, and don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of her than you ever did.
This scene isn't even that bad.
When he messes with minds.
But this scene isn't bad. But this scene should be a low tier scene of this story. But it's more seen as a high tier scene. I can't believe I messed that up. Man, like, the cutscenes in this game suck. Except the ending and beginning cutscenes. Well, there's a few scenes. I'm not gonna be over dramatic. There are a few scenes that are good. But most of them have really bad direction. Yeah. Okay. Just don't even. Other inspirations, you know, like, as I said, I watch a lot of video essays, but I watch a lot of video essays that are original. I get really annoyed when people make video essays about the same thing. Like, this is why Heath Ledger's Joker is so fucking good in The Dark Knight. There are so many video essays about the Joker from The Dark Knight that say nothing new. So I like to watch video essays, not even just about, like, Batman or anything. Most of the video essays I watch are about just a ton of different things. And a lot of them aren't even called video essays. They're just really well, high production, high quality videos. I watched this guy named Armor Skeptic, which some people have the idea that he's super political, but he's not really anymore. And he wasn't really. He made a couple of political videos before, but a lot of his videos were kind of just making fun of crazy people. And now he makes these really cool videos where he has a series where about something like supernatural or like a conspiracy theory like Bigfoot. And the first video will be reasons why you should believe in Bigfoot. And then the second video will be why you shouldn't and why it's fake. He's gonna keep shooting, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta pull this. And he's really interesting. He made one recently about He made this recent one about Roanoke Island, which was a really, really old American, well, not even American. It was this British settlement as an attempt to colonize the eastern coast of America. Kind of like Boston, but it was a failed settlement. And there's like a mystery behind it and like where the settlers went and stuff. And he made a really great video talking about a conspiracy, or not really a conspiracy, but one of his theories about it. And then the next video was about the truth about it. So he makes these like double-ended videos about kind of showing you that people can be really biased with their information and how they sell each. Like if people tell you about an alien conspiracy theory, you can really word it in a way that makes it sound like real. You can word anything, really. If you word something right, you can make someone believe anything. And that's kind of what he illustrates with these double-ended videos. He also made a really good two videos about the Mothman conspiracy theory. and he has a side channel where he talks about it. So videos like that I really like.
I see you're back in the car, Master Bruce.
I'm going after the knife.
I hate
He's here.
I hate small things like
Then
this
let us
where
hope he has Miss Gordon with him.
you have to get to the Batmobile to open this stupid thing, and you have to wait for this animation to play out. I think it's so annoying. Like, why? This wastes so much time. I guess they literally did that just to have an excuse for why Batman's just sitting there letting that car go away.
It's the driver. No sign of Miss Gordon.
And the amount of times this game pulls the, Arkham Knight wasn't actually in the car the whole time. It's hilarious. Thanks for the long answer. No problem, man. I can extend more on that in a second.
That car's gonna smash us to pieces. I won't fail you, sir. He's mine. Keep him away!
You should watch BuzzFeed Unsolved. That's really coincidental because I was watching the Ham Radio podcast on Mr. Matty Play's channel, and ACG Carrick or whatever, he recommended BuzzFeed Unsolved. So I have that in my watch later. I might watch it.
APC is down. I say again, the APC is down. All support units to fall back immediately.
Is this the part where Batman
The driver
crushes
isn't the
this
Arkham
guy's
Knight,
head?
but he'll know where I can find him.
I like videos about disappearance theories, murder stuff, and crime stuff. Yeah, those are great. Those are really great.
How does it feel to be chasing the wrong man?
Jeez. This game thinks it's so interesting.
Where is the Arkham Knight?
You won't find him.
You think I didn't know you were tracking my broadcast location? Here's a lesson, Batman. I know how you think.
I know everything about you, Batman. I know everything. And, like, I knew everything you were gonna do when you did this. And even if you did this, I would still know, Batman. I know everything, okay?
Can you imagine
Everything.
what the Knight's going to do to her? What are you doing?
Have you watched High Top Films?
You can't do this.
I'm missing a lot of people's stuff. The Ultimate Cut was okay. Batman v Superman, I'm guessing, yeah. What is the best thing I like about Arkham Knight? That's hard. There are a few good things that I really like about the game.
Where is he?
He's gone to see the little man. The
This
Penguin.
is actually a good scene, I
Guard the
think.
safe houses for the attack.
It shows Batman's really like brutal at this point.
That's all I know.
It looks really good with the origins thing.
Stop! Stop, please!
And I like the first time you play this game, you don't
Uses a refrigeration
realize
company as a
that
front.
you're the one that's supposed to control it, and it kind of makes you feel bad for crushing this guy's head.
North Refrigeration.
My favorite thing about Arkham Knight, though, I really don't know. There's a few good things I like about the game. I think the graphics and the
I need you to find
detail.
out everything you can about North
There's more
Refrigeration.
detail in this game than there is in any of the Arkham games.
Penguin supplying arms to the Arkham
Which
Knight.
doesn't make me like it better than the other
Best thing
games,
we have
but
to
I
find
will
Barbara.
admit there is
Look
more
into it right
detail.
away, sir. I can see Mr. Fox is
So,
trying to contact you.
I guess my favorite thing about the game has to be the graphics and detail.
Upgrade is ready to deploy. The Batwing is en route to Grand Avenue.
But I used to watch High Top Films.
Like the Arkham Knight was using to
I don't want to diss on the guy because I don't think he's a bad person or anything. I'm not even gonna get anywhere near saying that.
Channel open now.
But I've just found his content kind of boring because his video essay format has become so... It feels like it comes out of a factory. In my opinion, It's fine if you enjoy his channel. I've just found that just something about it just doesn't feel genuine anymore. I really liked his videos on Arkham Origins. I thought his Arkham Knight video was terrible. I thought it was very ungenuine. And I know that I might be biased because I don't like Arkham Knight, but genuinely some of the arguments in that Arkham Knight video were so ridiculously bad. But I like a lot of his other stuff. I agree with him most of the time too, but when he, you know, reviewed Birds of Prey and saying just this blank statements about the movie and not acknowledging the bad aspects of the movie. I guess he kind of does, but I'm just kind of not really interested in it. Because he's not really saying anything that's like, wow, that's interesting. He's kind of just saying things. I did like his video about The Amazing Spider-Man 1, but he literally already made the same video, like, a year earlier. But like I said, he made an Arkham Origins video called, I think it was called Arkham Origins Love Story. It's in my favorites list. I like that video so much. And I think some of the things he said in Arkham Knight were valid. But the guy he got on was just stupid. Like, his arguments made no sense. They were so, like, maybe I should make a response to that video. But I don't hate the guy. I just don't enjoy it as much anymore. I'm kind of finding that I watch another guy named Brown Table, and his movie reviews are kind of the same way, where they're super systematic in their editing and everything, and they seem so similar to each other, and they're always just like, this movie was fine, or this movie wasn't, it was a little bit bad, or it was a little bit good.
Thanks, Alfred.
In the meantime, sir,
It's just, I don't know. Like, I don't want to, like, go to a review and kind of just have someone say what I want them to say. That's why I like a guy named Your Movie Sucks so much, because I watch some of his videos and I'm like, wow, like, I genuinely thought you would like this movie, and you don't like the movie, and you're explaining it. You're explaining it well. Like, I watched Your Movie Sucks 1917 review, and I was like, dude, this is easy. He'll give this like a 7 out of 10 maybe. And he ended up not enjoying it, and like, that surprised me. I was like, that's crazy. But I think if you look to people who disagree with you about writing and movies and stuff, people that don't just validate your opinions, it actually tells you a lot more about what you enjoy and why you enjoy it, and how much you like certain aspects of things that other people don't like as much. How do you access chat without desktop layout? I think it's integrated into the app. You have to turn it sideways, I think. Or maybe it's the other way. I'm pretty sure it's integrated. I'm very sure it's integrated into the app. In my opinion, Arkham Knight is like The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where good characters and story are drowned out by weird characters and story plot that doesn't make any sense. I could maybe agree with that. I'd honestly say Spider-Man 2 is more of a flop than Arkham Knight, though. Arkham Knight at least has some good things about it. Amazing Spider-Man 2 only has one good thing about it, and that's the intro. I know everything about Batman, so I won't put real soldiers inside of drones on purpose. Yep. My PC's interconnection completely died for some reason. Oh, that's all good. You know, Ahoy, he makes crispy, super informative gaming videos, be it on old games and their history or impact. Iconic art. I feel like I have. Oh, yeah. I have watched. I'm not subscribed to him, but I have watched. I think he was the guy who made the reloading video. That was cool. Hold on. Let me look at... I mean, honestly, just look at my subscriber list. But there's some people I just watched for kind of not really like high quality videos, but more like fun videos that you just watch to get a good laugh or something. And then I watch other high quality videos. I watch a ton of different people. I watch like Halo YouTubers who do like lore or just talk about Halo Infinite. I follow like a few, I guess you could say, like I follow Chris Raygun, and people wanna, man, people say a lot of crap about Chris Raygun, and they think they know who he is, but they don't, because they don't watch him actually, and they just say shit that they've heard. And very rarely he'll make a political video. So I guess I watch a few people who sometimes make a political video. But most of the time they just make funny videos about weird shit. I follow the Oregon Zoo, Tyler the Creator, Lennar Young. I watch Caleb City, Kneecap, Sir Swag, Scoot House, or Soot House, I meant, sorry. I follow J-Reg. I guess he's political, but he's like very, he's super ironic about everything he says, and you don't even know what he actually thinks. Seth Everman, She Says, does this cool Out of Bounds series about video games and like game development and stuff, and goes out of the bounds of games to show you those things. I follow C418, Ted Nivision. Anonymous does these cool animation videos. Killian Experience does funny videos. Jay Schlatt does funny videos. Michael Reeves does funny technological videos. Psychic Pebbles does funny videos. Nakey Jakey does funny videos, but they're kind of high quality. Exurb, I guess it's Exurb 1A. He does like existential videos. iDubbbz funny videos. Let Me Know, LEMMINO, does really high quality video essays. The Imaginary Axis does really high quality videos that go into like science and stuff, but he talks about comic books. It's really cool. He talks about Darkseid and how Darkseid is inspired by string theory and stuff. It's really cool. What's up, Munther Muhammad? I hope I said that right. Arkham Knight has the same issue the Justice League movie had. One writer had already set up a story, and then someone else took over before the original writer could conclude their story. Exactly. I think Paul Dini would have saved this game. I remember when he was called Top 10 Memes. Who? Monster Island buddies? Never heard of that. Are you trying to get all the trophies? No. I will kind of... Where am I supposed to go? Where am I going? Here, I guess I gotta interrogate... Just, I don't even know what's going on in the story at this point. Wait, why am I going here? Is this for another side mission advertisement? Yet again, another side mission. This one's, I guess, a little bit more well integrated into the story.
Still lurking around.
Talking about let me know, okay.
You shouldn't have come here.
He was called Top 10 Memes. Dang.
When I heard about Barb,
North Refrigeration. Tell me what you know.
Penguin's using freezer trucks to smuggle weapons out of Bloodhaven. Now, I think he's stockpiling arms right here in Gotham. The question is where.
Cobblepot's the best lead we have on Barbara. I need to find that weapons cache.
I also follow Vsauce. I like a lot of science videos, they're cool.
Only you knew someone who's been tracking their movements.
Charborg makes these really insane, like, videos where
Plan, did you?
he streams, like, kind of like funny, aware role plays. But in editing, he makes this, it makes it like this storyline,
All right.
and it's hilarious.
But if you want to keep tabs on that truck, you're gonna need this. It's a prototype.
I follow
straight outta
Just
Arkham.
Right,
The old fox has outdone us.
The Closer Look. I follow a few
See you
like
around, Bruce.
film channels that talk about good things in films or bad things in films, or how to do certain things in films. Call Me Carson. Inferno Plus does these really cool Halo videos. He made the Cursed Halo mod.
I've only got 3 shots. I should pick my targets wisely. The crate's electrified now. Anyone trying to resupply is in for a shot.
Don't you like free guns? You look like
Well,
the guy who killed
I'm
my
out of...
brother.
Oh,
That disabled the firearm.
it gave me
If I
more
use the
ammo, I
disruptor
guess.
Again, it'll explode when fired, knocking out the user and flooring anyone near. Equipment sabotaged. Time to introduce myself.
I wish Rocksteady could create Gotham Knights. No, I don't. I think Rocksteady is done making Batman stuff. I think they're fatigued making Batman stuff. I think, you know, even though Gotham Knights isn't directly a Batman game, it is in the same kind of vein with characters they've covered. All of the characters they have done before in their games. I think WB Montreal is a very talented studio, and I think they should be given a chance. So I am more than glad that WB Montreal is the people who are making it. And I think Rocksteady's very, very good when they have good management. I think any company on earth, you could have the most talented people, and if it's not managed well, you'll get an Arkham Knight.
I'd better tag the... Let's see. A truck full of weapons and explosives. I can use the Disruptor's tracker ammo to tag the vehicle and follow...
I watch Batman Arkham videos for news. He doesn't like give biased news or anything. He doesn't upload. You know how I feel about some YouTubers are very
I'd better tag the truck before...
Oh my gosh, Batman. You better shut up before I startle the thugs. I have no ammo, but I'm able to do
Now I
this.
just need to give them a little motivation to lead me back to their hideout.
What did you
No, no, no! It's Batman! Get the hell out of here!
It's almost time for another Origins playthrough. It is, and that's what I'm gonna be doing.
If I stick to the rooftops, I'll be able to follow them right back to Penguin's weapons cache. The vehicle tracker will remain locked, even through buildings, as long as I keep the target in view and within range.
What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to kill us? It's Batman. We need to get out of here. Where are we going? Back to the lockup. Are you stupid? That'll lead right back to Cobblepot. So what do I do? Just keep driving. Maybe we can lose him.
JonTron, Max Mofo. Some of his older videos are Kind of dumb, but they're still funny, I guess.
You think we lost him? How do I know?
I also was a big fan of Filthy Frank. Not all of his videos landed. Some of them were cringy, but a lot of them were hilarious.
I thought Penguin said this was gonna be easy. No one said anything about Batman. We lost him. Thank God. Head back to the hideout before he finds us again.
I watch William Osman, who does a lot of technical stuff like Michael Reeves.
He's overrated.
Junkie Janker, who was the voice of Gumball, who hates being called Gumball. Nerd City. I haven't watched all of Nerd City's stuff, but Forest Fire, the Lego guy.
How come we're stuck up here while the boss holds his meeting? I guess he wants the place kept safe. From who? Batman? I'm more worried about Two-Face. I don't buy this alliance crap. Still, I'd rather work for Two-Face.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I didn't mention a lot of people, but also follow VizzyPop. I like Has Been Hotel and Haluva Boss. I'm a really big fan of those shows.
I suggest you do the same.
I recommend you watch Monster Island Buddies or
So what do you think he did to
Channel's
his
Variety
face?
main story series and a series of other stuff.
Don't you listen to a
I
word
might
I
check it
say?
out.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just thinking. One of
Getting out of this damn city. Look at it. Gotham. The worst city in America. It's not that bad. Oh, come on. Take another look. You see anything worth saving? Me? I'd burn this place to the ground and start again.
This sounds like the Court of Owls right there.
The roof is heavily protected. This must be Penguin's
Not the Court of
hideout.
Owls, but Rachel Ghoul.
that means we could take him. Wound to no wound. That freak wouldn't last 5 seconds.
What Marvel game would you want Rocksteady to make? A Daredevil game. Easy.
For a split second, I thought it was Batman. Him and the boss chatting away. Hey,
Yo, wait, I can't get him because, you know.
and the voice. And the gun.
Silent takedown, silent takedown. There we go. I need to get back to the chat, bro. First person Daredevil game? Yeah, I was about to take that seriously, but then I thought about it for a millisecond more.
Bat did a number on this fella. Where
That
is
would be
he?
hilarious.
On the east side. I'm with you.
God, I keep accidentally doing that.
He ain't getting
I don't get why they had to redo all of the gadget wheel. I just don't understand. Someone make a Daredevil game. Exactly. Daredevil is he's my second favorite Marvel character. Really sad that we're not getting a season 4 to that show. And I really hope Marvel doesn't make a movie because I don't really like Marvel movies. And I think a PG-13 Daredevil. I mean, maybe the show is probably PG-13, but I feel like they take PG-13 to the next level with their movies. Will they hear this?
Really? I was kind of happy with the way things were going.
I'm gonna finish with the night start. You hear me, freak? Is that this guy? Is he dead?
I don't like how they change it. Yeah, I don't like how they change pretty much everything into this
Don't worry.
very generic wheel. like,
The roof was heavily protected.
there's a lot of games with this stupid wheel. Why? This is... I don't know. I don't personally like it. It's so much slower. Want to see a well-made Fantastic Four game? I'm not a huge fan of Fantastic Four, so I couldn't really say much on that.
Come on, do something.
What do we do about the man?
I'm really not that invested in Marvel.
Don't worry about Batman. He's about to be... Shh. This is gonna be great. He doesn't even know you're here. Come on.
Couldn't even keep up with you two in a crappy little truck. He's overrated.
I also started working on... While I was gone for that like hour, I was... Spent a little bit of time working on the Batgirl DLC, Matter Family thumbnail, because I want to have its own thumbnail for that. Because I want to take that DLC slow. I know it's not super long, but I kind of want to take it slow. Because right now I'm rushing each game, because I'm not, like, I don't know. We've all played these games before. Matter Family I've just never played myself, so I want to take that one slow.
That's who we had. The commissioner's little girl.
I don't like the overabundance of I'm not paying attention. I'm just gonna keep pushing Y.
I'll break every bone.
I don't like the
in your
overabundance of
body,
superhero movies
Cobblepot.
nowadays. They should all be like the new Joker, upcoming Batman. They should have something unique about them. Know what I mean?
Pharmaceutical company or something.
I'm thinking you mean by be like Joker and Batman, you mean be original, like those.
They said he's about to leave Gotham. It belonged to him.
Which I wouldn't say the Joker or the Well, I don't know about the Batman yet. The Joker isn't actually as original as you think. It's very much a reinterpretation of King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. But it is unique when it comes to superhero movies. But my favorite Marvel movie is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Don't worry. You can thank me later.
Because the visual effects are well done, the direction, the soundtrack matches. It's not just commercial for no reason, because when people put their real world music into movies, it's usually for money. But Guardians of the Galaxy, that soundtrack, you know, obviously some of it was for money, but they made it actually work with the film. It's not just there for no reason. It actually has a story, a narrative reason. In Guardians of the Galaxy, there are a few things I don't like. Like, I think the villain is super boring. And they don't take the villain actually that seriously, so that's a plus. But that is Guardians of the Galaxy example of doing a Marvel movie good. The action sequences have good direction, good cinematography, and the conversation scenes aren't boring either. Usually in a Marvel movie, it's all about the action. But in Guardians of the Galaxy, you actually care about the characters. You actually care about the conversation scenes. Instead of, oh, when are we going to get back to the action? A lot of the other Marvel movies I'm not really interested in. How long do you think DC is going to milk the Batman franchise?
This cache needs to be destroyed.
I don't really have a problem with them milking it, as long as they just make good stuff out of it.
Bruce, you need to let me help.
But I would rather them take their time with stuff.
I had it under control.
Oh, I like how I put
told
the
you
Arkham
need you
City
back in Bloodhaven.
thing on them.
Scarecrow, these weapons, this
Most
all
Marvel
affects
movies are
Bloodhaven
bland,
too.
yep.
The best place for
And
DC
for a long time,
with the amount of
after
weapons
the
Bankroll has been
first,
running into Gotham,
I think
this
it might have
cannot
been
be
the
it.
first Avengers movie, that they started filming with a camera that didn't have true
Search this place for
blacks.
evidence. It should help us locate more of Penguin's refrigeration traps.
And all of y'all know, heavy contrast is my favorite thing. And if your movie, if the darkest color is dark gray and not black, you might as well turn that shit off. And people like to say Civil War is good, and I honestly hate that movie to death. I think it is terrible. I think it is terrible. It looks terrible. Just the amount of gray in that movie just pisses me off.
I should back away from the vault. I'll be too close to the blast.
Have you played Spider-Man PS4? I don't have a PlayStation, so I never got to play it, but I have watched very extensive Let's Plays of it, of like all the side missions, of the entire story, all the DLC, well, most of the DLC. So I haven't played them personally, but I've watched a lot of it, and I think I think Spider-Man PS4 is really good. It does have a lot of has a lot of mindless objectives, like Arkham Knight, but the general idea of the story, the narrative, is so good that those objectives don't really take down the game. It also has an overabundance of construction sites. Can I not? There we go.
I need to find somewhere I can get a clear shot to take out the militia ambush.
Did we get him? I don't know. I think so. Go and check. Find the body. No.
Do you think we'll see more on Gotham Knights of the Game Awards? I don't know, actually. I would hope so. That would probably be a perfect place to you know, I don't like the Game Awards. I think their award system is totally unfair and I would say corrupt, because the people who vote, which there aren't a lot of them, they get paid to vote by the people they're voting for. So what am I doing? I'm just punching these. I'm just shooting sandbags. Those guys definitely didn't die. Also can't forget, you know, I've said this before, but Joker's best part of this game. Narratively.
Alfred, what do you have on Simon Stagg?
The Winter Soldier is the best Marvel movie.
CEO of Stag Enterprises.
It's okay, actually. It does have a lot of gray, but I think the narrative is okay.
And that's our only link to finding Barbara.
The threat analysis indicates that Founders Island is covered by the militia's long-range radar and missile launchers.
The Game Awards is actually worse than the Oscars. The people who vote at the Game Awards are people like the Los Angeles Times, I think IGN, just a ton of corporate gaming websites, and a lot of the people who vote haven't even played the games that they're voting for, or haven't even beat the games they're playing for, or voting for. The way that they separate the year, like it's called Game Awards 2020, but not every game in 2020 will be in the Game Awards for Game Awards 2020. There's no proof that journalists are getting paid by publishers, because if that was the case, then COD will be getting nominated every year and winning. I don't know, man. I don't have such an optimistic view of the world like that. I'm confident.
For guard duty. Who are we guarding? Scarecrow.
You know why I'm confident? Because game reviewers get paid all the time. Like, I guess I don't have the evidence off my hands, but I'm pretty sure I've heard many stories where, why doesn't COD get nominated? It might be a cutoff. Because didn't COD come out for the next-gen consoles? Because I'm pretty sure there was a rule this year, and that's what I just said about not all games from 2020 being in the Game Awards, is because their system is so broken that not every game from 2020 will be in it. So I'm pretty sure games that release on the new consoles will not be in it. Modern Warfare for GOTY nominee. Yeah, because it came out... like I said, the system's weird. I'm pretty sure games from last December that came out are going to be in this one, even though they weren't released in 2020. All I'm saying is, you know, I don't want to say I'm for sure 100% right that people are being paid, but their system is broken. It's fundamentally broken. All the people that are in the voting system are game reviewers who have... I've heard multiple people say that a lot of these people have said that they haven't even played all of the games before. Like, I'm pretty sure I could probably look it up. But even if that's not the case, these are very... It's the same circle of people, like IGN, like why is the Los Angeles Times? They're a political... I'm pretty sure they're a political news site. Newspaper. Who are at the Game Awards? They choose these very few little, like, things, and they don't get the little game sites who are very genuine about their reviews. IGN are the people who give every game an 8 and a 9 out of 10. Not every game, I'm obviously being hyperbolic, but there's something wrong with it. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't have all the evidence. I'm not going to completely condemn the Game Awards. I don't think you should take them that seriously. But I think there are parts of the Game Awards that are broken. And I don't think what they nominate is always... I don't know. It's just stuff they nominate. It's like, well, yeah. Okay, I guess. And stuff like Jedi The Fallen Order, because of the time that they got released, they never really got any merit in the Game Awards. What about golden joysticks? I don't really know anything about... I'm not super invested. I've just heard from people who are in the... I've heard from multiple YouTubers that the Game Awards are... I heard that... I'm pretty sure you could probably find this on the Game Awards website, that 90% of the voting, which I kind of agree with, 90% of the voting is by these websites and stuff. And the 10% is by user voting. I don't know anything about the golden joysticks, but I just know that. But I think that's fine. I don't know if it should be 90%, because that's a little high, but I get it because, you know, users will, oh, I love The Last of Us 2, let's create fake accounts and just keep voting it. So I don't think user votes should have more than like 50% of the vote, or 50% of, you know, importance when it comes to the vote. But I do think 90% is a little high. I just think there's something wrong with it. I'm not the guy that's gonna have all the information about it, but I do think there's something wrong with it, and I don't think they should be taken seriously. They're very reminiscent of like the Oscars and stuff, even though they try to say that they're not. I don't know why I was just about to turn right. I'm stupid. The only thing I watch the Game Awards for is announcements. At least the Game Awards is still better than YouTube Rewind. Those are very different things, but yeah, I would say Game Awards is better. Alright, I guess I'm going to Founders Island. Ever try any of the mods for Arkham? I don't have Arkham on PC, so no.
You know, I don't think I've ever killed a firefighter before. Really? That surprises me. Yeah, I've whacked cops, paramedics, coast guards, traffic wardens, pest control, but never firefighters. Tonight's a special night for you, man. You guys are crazy. He can't help it. When he starts collecting, he has
I'm
to
skipping
get the
Gotham
whole set.
Knights.
Yeah,
I don't care about the
baseball cards when I was a
combat
kid.
likeness.
Me too. Stumpy
I would.
the one card I never
I can
got.
understand if people don't fully like it because it is different. It feels more like
Sure do.
a semi RPG. But I would kind of. We haven't seen much yet. Especially the fact that you, like, the damage numbers, the health bars, all the stuff that are, like, look like an MMO, you can turn those off.
I ain't never seen him take on someone like the Arkham Knight. This guy's in a different league.
So we don't fully know exactly how it works, so I would kind of...
Like a freaking war zone.
I get it if it doesn't seem like something you'd like, but I'd kind of, like, I don't know, just pay attention to it, and it might be something you had no idea it was. That's what I say. I don't think people should be forced to like the game, though, because it is different. I think people should give the characters a chance, though.
Watchtower with sentry guns.
Any specific location in Batman lore you're interested in being in Gotham
I need
Knights?
to take it out. That soldier is equipped with a device that can track my detective mode systems.
I would like Wayne Tower, old Wayne Tower from the Court of Owls comic book to be in the game. That's my number one thing, is I want that building to be in the game.
Imagine Stagg's face when we harpooned him. I bet he thought he was safe
Game of the
up
year
there.
is FF7 Remake, Final Fantasy. I have not.
What's he even
I'm not a
doing
Final
here?
Fantasy fan, but that does look really cool.
Everyone in the city knew. He probably saw some profit in sticking around. Just another stinking rich
Give them time to flesh out the game. Yeah. Do you know the game Spec Ops? The Line? I love it. I've heard of Spec Ops: The Line, but I forgot what it was. I can't take these guys out. I need the cryptographic sequencer, please.
Sit up, I'm getting a signal here. It may be the Batman.
Oh, turn that off.
Try to get a lock.
I don't like that Red Hood is using rubber bullets, but the combat is very reminiscent of Assassin's Creed Odyssey Origins Valhalla. Yeah, I think you're right. I think my thing is something I kind of see in Assassin's Creed, especially in the new ones, is that your punches and stuff don't connect super well. You know, they're not hard animated like Arkham is, which I think is something that this game may suffer from, is that, ooh, don't shoot at me, is that this game's fighting won't be as cinematically satisfying as Arkham. But as I said before, we've only seen 10 minutes of the game. And I don't think 10 minutes is a very accurate portrayal of what the game is. And I think that footage was very, you could easily tell that that was an older version of the game, there was lag spikes, and I genuinely don't believe that the game actually has lag issues. But I think it was something to do with the pandemic that they had to release that. So isn't the director of Gotham Knights from Ubisoft before going into Montreal?
Now to disable the tower.
I think that might be true. Let me look this up. Are you talking about Patrick Redding? Oh, that's not how you spell that. Patrick Redding used to be... He is the creative director. So, there's many different directors. But he is the creative director, and I'm pretty sure... Is Splinter Cell Ubisoft? Narrative designer on Far Cry 2. Splinter Cell, Blacklist, and Conviction. And lead game designer? I want to know who that is. I actually don't. Oh, yeah. Osama Dorias, I think. I also follow him. Let me see. Let me see what he worked on. I know there are a few people from Ubisoft. Doesn't say. I'm pretty sure Patrick Redding had connections to Ubisoft. Let me turn off that. Let me see. So, yeah, I think some of them do have connections to Ubisoft, and that's because WB Montreal, a lot of people who worked on Origins aren't there anymore, and they have hired a ton of people. They haven't even revealed how many people, but they have hired a ton of people from many different studios. Did I get everybody? I did. From many different studios. This is another... The Founders Island is just annoying. It just has so many of these, like, repetitive just objectives that are just so meaningless. Yeah, they do have a bunch of Ubisoft people. And I understand the concern, because Ubisoft are... They're a publisher that releases a lot of commercialized games that aren't always the best, that are very... Sometimes they're really generic. And I think that's a... I think that's a good concern to have, and I think it is good to be skeptical of Gotham Knights. But from what I've seen, like I've interacted with Patrick Redding and Flora Marty, the lead creative designer or director and the lead producer. I think it's lead producer. And they've literally interacted with me. They literally said my video was a fair... I made a video talking about why I am like sold on the game, which that doesn't mean I can't criticize the game, but I've interacted with them. They've said good things, that my video was accurate about the game and that my points are accurate. And they seem just so much more... I just feel like their openness should be respected, because they don't act like... And I don't think it's a facade either, you know? These are just regular people doing their work, and I feel like they're not rushing the game too. They feel so genuine to me. And I think a lot of what makes Ubisoft games, like this game for example, this game, I don't like this game because the management was so bad. The lead everything in this game was not the best. The leadership and kind of leading the actually like really talented people who work at Rocksteady in the right direction just wasn't there. And that's why all this talent was put into the wrong areas in this game. Put into a lot of content that was cut from the game. Like the dual play system. Man, a lot of people's messages are being retracted. If your message gets retracted, it's not me. I think it's YouTube's bots.
There's a service hatch on top of the airship.
And I think Ubisoft's the same way. I think Activision is the same way with Call of Duty.
It's like an evil clown was whispering
So,
in your ear as you drew up the designs.
So I think I don't want to be too quick to say that just because someone worked at Ubisoft that the game is going to be as bland as a Ubisoft game. And I think they're doing something interesting, and at most I think the game will be entertaining. And I don't know, I just kind of trust them to an extent. But I am going to be skeptical. I will... And you know, something else I really like is how transparent they are about... did I not do something right? I like how transparent they are about there's no loot boxes, there's no excessive microtransactions, it's not a pay-to-win game, it's not a... what do they call it? Like level gating, there's no... It's not a games as a service game, and they flat out said this. And their wording of it is great. It's quick. It's not like bullshitting around the questions like other developers do. And I find a lot of respect in that. And that's kind of why I have a lot more trust in this studio. I think interaction is good to a certain extent. For example, Phil Spencer, he is the head of Xbox. First party studios have been not great for a while. Yeah, I think Phil Spencer, I don't know if I trust him because, you know, he is such a powerful person, but he is, I like the way he talks about things. People are kind of mad that he hasn't really given too much stuff on, like, the exclusivity of Bethesda games, but he can't really say anything. Like, that's the idea. Like, they don't technically own Bethesda yet. Their plans aren't entirely concrete, so I don't think it's smart to say anything about it. And I think he's been as clear as he possibly can about that. So yeah, Phil Spencer, I think he's been a part in making Xbox go in the right direction. And apparently Xbox Series X is the best launch they've ever had, even though, you know, we have some complicated times. It's bat technology magic, yes. What am I doing? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, do I hack something in there? Oh no, I don't know. Don't even remember, man. I'm guessing I do. Because I just got the gadget. You'd logically think I'm not paying attention. God, I hate you have to hold this down. It's so stupid. I'm guessing you hack this. I'll never remember all the objectives in this game. What is all the talk about EA? I would really like to know about that. Well, EA is just, by consensus, they are basically claimed the most scummiest publisher in the entire games industry. Which I would happen to agree with. And they are currently being sued. Well, no, they did get sued. That was terrible fucking present tense. But they got sued by Denmark, I think, for having loot boxes in a game that they said, I'm pretty sure it's 3 and up. EA got sued for FIFA. I'm pretty sure the game is meant for it's not a rated M game. It's not even a rated teen game. It is literally a game for apparently, I think it's like 5 and up, something around there, and they have loot boxes in it and in-game currency. And I think that's unethical. Like, so they got sued for that because it's literally gambling. They don't follow the same gambling laws that actual gambling has to follow. In actual casinos, you have to have a certain.
I should target the soldier.
You have to have an actual high this certain level of chance to win in a casino. You have to have it. What am I doing wrong here? So confused. What? I don't even remember doing that.
Now I can turn that drum against them.
There we go. But loot boxes have way like astronomically low chances, especially in FIFA.
If I can find the control
And that's like not even like casinos. You have to have a certain level of chance of winning in a casino by law. And they've found a way to get past that, which I find really annoying, and I'm glad they're getting sued. Am I going this way? I am not, because I don't have the fingerprints yet. EA is stupid, and the people buy their games, especially the sports ones. Same thing every year, little or no changes. I don't personally like the people. There are some people with gambling addictions who buy those, but I don't like the FIFA games and stuff. There are a select few games that are actually well done that EA is the publisher of, but I don't think it's EA's. I think it's more EA not getting involved, and it's just letting their studios do what they want. Because Respawn Entertainment, who made Titanfall 2 and Jedi Fallen Order, those are both amazing games. And I think it's just because EA just didn't force them to do something stupid. What? Genuinely don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Am I dumb? Because I don't think I have the tech to turn that yet. I can't, I swear to God, I don't have the, can I open this door? I'm stupid. I can never remember everything in this game. I can't do that yet. I guess. I must be really dumb. I can't move that container because I need to get in here to get the thing that, is it really this? Why is it over there? That's a bra moment. You need to go in the other room, get the control. I know I had to do that. I just didn't know how to get the door open.
Not yet.
I like this poster. This room is cool. I wish the whole blimp looked like this.
Barber's the priority.
I like how Art Deco this room is. I don't like the kind of weird science stuff they did in the other ones.
I should now have full rotational control of the airship.
I hope the mission structure very.
However, the hacking device will only work within a certain range of any control terminal.
See if I missed anything. Spec Ops. Honestly, don't like how dark they went with the Arkham story. Gotham Knights looks like a fresh sort of lighthearted narrative. In my opinion, I think, and I don't know if you'd relate to this, but I think darkness needs to be deserved. And I think people who have a problem with darker movies are watching movies that don't deserve to be dark. Like, they're needlessly edgy and dark for no reason. Without any, like, reason to be. And I think when the Arkham games I think Arkham Asylum especially earns its ability to be dark in its storytelling. And it's not cringy, and it's not needlessly edgy. I think when you do darkness in the wrong way, that's when it becomes annoying. But I could be wrong. But I think I don't want Gotham Knights to be too lighthearted. I kind of want it to be not necessarily dark, but grounded. And with the customization they're talking about, I think I can, you know, you can customize that. I can take off the health bars and stuff and make it as grounded as I need. I want to try to do the blade dodge. I don't have the thing yet though, so I don't have the blade shot to take down. Spec Ops: The Line is basically a run-of-the-mill third-person shooter with heavy twists. It's mostly inspired by Jay Conrad's book Heart of Darkness and Coppola's movie Apocalypse Now. I have no idea what any of that is. I feel I've definitely heard of Spec Ops: The Line before. Is it a turn-based game? Oh no, it's a run-of-the-mill third-person shooter with a heavy twist. That sounds like a
Those soldiers have got
sounds like a
Stag, and
synopsis
from the look of him, he won't last much
from like
longer.
Google.
I need to save him.
Where are the files?
I want it to be comic accurate, like I want Nightwing to make a few jokes here and there, and I want outfits to be based out of comic outfits. I think it should take stuff from the comics that works, but I don't want it to copy the comics. I want them to tell their own story that's new and isn't just like, oh, I read the comic book so I know what the twist is, like a lot of the animated movies. So I want them to do something different, and they're gonna have the comic booky suits because there is customization. Like, I hear a lot of people saying like what suits they want, and it's just like I'm very sure that you're gonna get the suit you want because there is gonna be customization. What's up, the improviser? Do you watch Mandalorian? No, but I need to. I really do need to. I saw a clip of some Mandalorian hitting a stormtrooper in the helmet with like an axe or something, I think, and it broke the helmet into pieces. And that just, that blew my mind. I know that's kind of a weird thing to blow my mind, but it blew my mind because in the Star Wars movie, like in the movies, they just defy the laws of physics so much.
Nimbus generators, a totally clean power cell technology we've
Like, when they get shoot by lasers, usually it's just like a black mark.
Did he have anyone with him?
And it looks really... This is a good part. I like this scene. But I like how Mandalorian, it seems a lot more grounded. And I think having some realistic physics sometimes kind of helps with filmmaking. Alright, stand up. Yes, stand up. Apocalypse Now is a classic. I don't even know what that is, man. Do you like Star Wars? I'm not a super big fan of Star Wars, but I have watched A New Hope. I've watched the prequels. I need to watch episode 5 and 6. I've watched all of the new Star Wars movies except Han Solo. So I don't think they're... I'm not personally like a super big fan of them. But the universe is cool, I guess. Oh, what? Oh, shit! I wasn't paying attention. The blade dodge takedown is so satisfying. Yeah, man, it is great.
Target is secured. We're bringing him to Arc 2. Over.
Batman! No!
Quiet! Wave goodbye. That's the last time you'll see him.
What is Batman actually doing in this scene? Is he fighting air or just lying down freaking out? Yeah, I guess. I don't really look into it that much. I thought it was okay. But I guess that, yeah, I don't really know what he's fucking punching. He's probably punching the air, but at least we didn't get to see that, because that would be way worse. Is it just me, or are these a lot harder to, like... There's less, like, room. If that makes any sense. Oh, shit. How long have I been streaming? Let me open up this Sprite.
Scarecrow on the second airship, but it's protected by gun turrets.
Bear with me a moment, sir. Right. The schematics show a security terminal in the research laboratory towards the rear of your current vessel. You should be able to disable the turrets.
Play Mafia. I've heard good things about Mafia, but I don't know if I'll play it. Now, I guess this is kind of fine, but it's always like, oh, there's an obstacle, now you gotta go all the way over there to turn it off, which I guess... It's fine. It kind of... It is a better way to do it than just sending you to a random location for no reason. But I think stuff like in Arkham City, where it was like, save the hostages, and then, oh, get this... Go to Freeze's suit. Oh, get Freeze out of the chamber he's in that he's trapped in and about to die. Watch a cool cutscene. Go look at his suit you've never seen in the Arkham games before. What am I doing? I have to go down here. I just feel like the objectives in the other games are just more interesting. Like, if you strip them down to their bare bones,
These access points are programmed to only recognize
you'll realize that every game on Earth has the same objectives, but they're kind of reskinned. But if you reskin them into something interesting, then it's interesting, you know what I'm saying? While this game is just like, oh no, the turrets. Which this is probably one of the better ones, because it actually, I don't know, it feels like it makes more sense, because it's like, of course the blimps are going to be armed, of course they would shoot at you. So it's like, that makes sense. But other ones are just like, oh, the bridge is locked down and you can't hack it. What? Oh, I remember what I gotta do. You can't hack it. So they add this padding for time when you could easily write into the story another excuse for why the bridges can be taken down instead of whatever they did. Do this, right?
I should
hold
search
this
the
down.
area for another stability terminal I
What?
can hack.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get the stability. Hello, Joker.
Nearly, Bats. I could feel you losing control there. A little more of that delicious fear gas, and it will be all over. For you.
I actually like this puzzle though. This is a good puzzle. It makes you think a bit. I know I had trouble with this one.
Did you think you stopped me at Ace Chemicals, Batman? You merely did.
I should stand clear of the containers before tilting the airship.
Gotham is mine to do with as I please. And the same can be said of your friend.
I should stand clear of the containers before tilting the
Shut
airship.
up, Batman.
Your eyes. Can you see her? Cowering in the darkness, cursing the hero who failed her. She has become
Oh. Do I have to blow that up first? I thought they could just kind of go through it.
I could have her killed right now. It would be cruel, sadistic, and brutal. But I have other plans in store for both of you.
What's this? It's just... Ah, I've never done that. I've never done it that way before. So what we gotta do is... How's my day going? It's going fine. Streaming... I like that I get to stream.
Before tilting the airship.
Rather than being bored or having to do schoolwork. Which I gotta do tomorrow. Which is sad, but it's gotta be done. No, 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 no. Nope. I need you to turn off. I missed it? The Riddler trophy? Was it in that great? I don't need a Riddler trophy. I'm not going for Riddler trophies. Turn that off. Turn the I guess that doesn't matter. There we go. That was cool. I like that. They should have done more of that in the game. Well, that would have pissed off. That probably would have pissed me off though. If there was a lot of those and you don't know how to do it. But I like the airship. I like most of the airship stuff because it's like just in one location. It's just focused on these two airships. You don't have to go anywhere else. It's just here. And I like that.
Look about what happened down
Can't
there.
go that
I wasn't
way.
trying to kill you. I was trying to kill your mind. So, we still pals? Friends for life. Anyway, don't blame me. Blame Scarecrow and his patented Joker liberating miracle tonic.
You can't really be rushed in enclosed spaces.
Find him. No way. Batman's not stupid enough to try and come up here. We're in a damn airship. If he comes in here, he's dead.
Enclosed places are...
Compared to him. Make good use of that drone.
They translate super well into scenes, I guess. Like if you're writing a video game, when you go into an enclosed space in a video game, you're now focused on this one area, and everything that's happening has to do with what's happening inside of that building or inside of that location. And it kind of, it feels almost like a chapter of a book. And it's this subconscious thing that it feels a lot better than kind of just going places randomly. I've been reading Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Man Noir is pretty cool. Don't know too much about him though. You look like a signal, bro.
I've lost the signal.
Uh-huh. Hello, monkey. Hello, ape. I'm sorry they have subject you to this torture. Oh. It's cool. I don't really care about your deploy charge. Return to monkey. He didn't see me. That guy's stupid. Bro, I'm taking him out like fucking... I'll take him out from up here, watch. Oh.
Now that they're out of the way,
Will admit that there's one visible thing I found stupid about Origins, is that is the fact that B4, you're talking about boss battle? Before you before. I've never saw that. I've never seen that before. Before you fight the final boss with Bane, he grabs you, injects himself with all the venom, and calls you a coward. I might have to look at that part. He grabs you, injects himself with the venom, and calls you a coward. I think... Yeah, I guess, but I think he's calling him a coward because Batman is having to, like, dodge Bane and get around his strengths instead of fighting him directly.
Without a clean set of his prints,
But that, yeah, that does make sense. But I feel like, I don't know, Bane is, like, in such a rage that it kind of makes sense. He's not really going to be logical.
During the abduction, I might be able to reconstruct the full set of prints.
But that's kind of true. Or he may not even think that Venom is a cowardly move. He might think that Venom is fair, I guess. I don't know. Is that Stag?
There's nothing here. I need to find surfaces he touched during his abduction.
Where did Arkham Knight come from?
Stag will have left a handprint on the floor there. I should check for other places.
If they have the mental state thing from
There's
this
more
game in
chance of
Gotham
getting
Knights,
full
I
set
want
prints.
mentally scared or traumatized as one. Mental state thing? Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Not good enough.
Well, his
I need to
hand
find
isn't on
points
it,
where
I
Stag is
guess.
likely to have
There
left
we
fingerprints
go.
behind. There's nothing here to help me. I need to
What
find
about
if
now?
he touched the
There
floor
we
after
go.
he was thrown down the stairs. I should search for more prints.
What about there?
This won't help. I
You
need to see if
suck,
Stag touched
Batman.
anything on his way out.
He's gonna touch the ledge, yeah.
He touched that railing when he steadied himself. I should find more prints to reconstruct a full set. Stag left a handprint near the exit to the room.
I like Arkham Knight, but not nearly
I
as
know
much
where
as
Stag left his
Origins.
prints. Now I just have to scan those locations.
So, what's the deal here? Reconstructing a match using old...
Why is it so zoomed in?
Oh, and speaking
Chill,
of eating
Batman.
pieces, what do you think they're going to
I've
do
got an
now?
index fingerprint here. 3
Yep.
locations left to scan. I've been able to reconstruct Stag's middle fingerprint. 2 spots left to scan. I've completed reconstruction of Stag's thumbprint. 1 site left. I've got the full set. I should be able to access Stag's computer system now.
So you're going to use a reconstruction of Staggy's handprint to access the computer. Oh, that's genius, Bats, really. Oh, I know. When you're done, let's hack his online dating profile.
I can't remotely disable the turrets on the other airship, but I can control.
Can we mention how Origins made Bane a more formidable foe, not just roided up stupid? It's powerful and intelligent.
That's the
Bane
weapons
discovered
dealt
his...
with.
Yeah,
Scarecrow
I really
stacks.
like Bane in Origins. And I like that. I like how they kind of tied it to Asylum, like why he's so stupid or whatever. Do I have it now? I guess I do. Yo. Man, I don't really like all this tech.
Sir, regarding the identity of this so-called Arkham Knight,
But I don't know.
What have you found?
I wouldn't mind it that much if the story was
former
better.
Arkham City inmates who remain
My
unaccounted
batsuit is
for
dirty as hell.
Knight's profile.
Widen the search. When Joker took over the asylum, dozens of inmates escaped. Focus on young men with military experience.
Downloading the files now, sir.
The worst thing about Night was how at the end he'd be like, do every side mission before you can finish the game, and I hadn't done the Riddler stuff yet, and it was like every trophy in the game. Yeah. It is kind of satisfying to get the end cutscene. But yeah, some people, I mean, you could just look it up though, right? Pretty sure I looked it up. I mean, I got it eventually, but I'm pretty sure I looked it up at first. I've gotten every Riddler trophy in every single game.
The malicious combat suits can temporarily carry an electric charge. I won't be able to hit them on.
Yeah, Rocksteady didn't get Bane. I don't know what the... It might have been Paul Dini. You know, maybe Paul Dini didn't really care to make Bane smart, I guess. I hate these electric guys so much. They're just so annoying. It's not like the blade dodge where you have an option to... You kind of have the ability to dodge it. You have to use your gadget. Like, they have the red spikes above their head. You can't... There's no base avoid, if you know what I'm saying. Have I died yet? I think I have. Wait, did these guys wake up from earlier? That's kind of funny. Also, these enemies suck. Yeah, the enemies... They aren't really that interesting. They're just kind of different variations of the same thing. I think they should have made Gotham Knights a sequel to the Arkham series. It could have been made a lot more sense. I don't think so. I'm glad they're doing something new.
Excellent choice, sir.
I think if they put it in the Arkhamverse, it would extremely limit the storytelling they could do.
Don't worry. The Batmobiles
Like, extremely. Like, it'd be so hard to make that if it was in the Arkham universe. You'd have to think about all the lore and all the crap that would get in the way of the story. It couldn't even work because Batgirl wouldn't... These four characters in the Arkham universe have never been together at once because Oracle gets paralyzed. So it would literally be impossible. So I think it's fine that it's in a different universe. It offers something new, and if it was an Arkham universe, then it would basically explain what happened to Batman. It wouldn't be a mystery. So I think it's better to be in a different universe. And we already have Suicide Squad in the Arkham universe, so that's kind of like sort of a sequel. And I'd rather them do that because then a lot of people will be like, oh, WB Montreal is just copying Arkham again. Come on, fight me. The reason Bane is smart in Origins is because of the Dark Knight Rises. When did the Dark Knight Rises come out? 2012. Maybe. I guess, maybe? But I think it's more so that they just made it comic accurate, and the Dark Knight Rises happened to be more comic accurate than the usual Banes, even though he wasn't really that comic accurate in reality. I think Origins Bane is pretty different. But that might be true, because a lot of the games tied in with the movies. Not like a story-wise, but you know what I'm saying. I think Arkham Knight is more like the Dark Knight Rises.
Energy cells to charge the device, and I need more men to defend them. Do not fail me.
Do not fail me. We're about to get a really good scene. I genuinely like the next scene. There we go. Oh my gosh, if I have to roll this one more time. I just like the homemade suit. What are we talking about? Robert Pattinson as Batman is gonna be so good. Yep, I agree. I love the homemade suit. I like that Batman is making everything himself, and that it's his early years. He's not super... He doesn't have a super good relationship with the cops yet. So I really like what they're doing with the movie.
The revised formula works perfectly. It passes through clothing and is readily absorbed through the skin and eyes. Gas masks.
Y'all have already seen this. But look, it's Bloodhaven.
Combined with the cloudburst,
Across the bay.
world-changing and lucrative. Yet Dr. Crane remains uninterested in commercial.
I think some of the Stag lore is kind of interesting.
Stag and Scarecrow were working together on
It's
a
definitely
project
one
to
of the
bring
stronger
Flanders.
parts of the story.
But if that's the case, sir,
Leave Gotham before his return.
No. No, Alfred. Oh, I have a...
Please let me go. I've got so much
They should have made... They should have made the Riddler the main boss in one of the new games they make. He's one of the most intelligent foe Batman, and it would make a great story. I think Riddler should have been in one of the main stories, the Arkham games at least. I think constantly making him the side mission was probably why people are so annoyed with him, so I'd have to agree.
Someone help me, please.
It'll attract a lot of attention when I take out the minigun.
Also, like, it's not super realistic like Nolanverse. Yeah, it's grounded but comic booky, that's what I say. I'll be right back. Have you seen what they revealed? Pattinson is going to be the best Batman. Yeah, man.
Should leave him until last.
They just revealed it. It's just scientifically proven.
Stop Batman from getting to the boss. Fail at either of those objectives, and I will personally make sure you're sucking up tear gas with Stag. Got it? Scarecrow wasn't happy with the Knight's little ambush earlier. Huh? Oh, what? Here? In the tunnel? Knight's throw bullets at that. Wait. Yeah, wait. You'd have finished it right there if Scarecrow didn't have bigger plans.
He's right. He literally... Batman almost got bested multiple times.
Report in, all of you. Roger. Copy. Copy that. Where are the others? Let's see if he's okay. Where? Near the energy cell. I'll keep watch. I see him by the energy cell.
Oh, no. Thought I was still in the smoke.
Target lost. Spread out. I'm gonna check for casualties.
Don't turn around.
Leave it. That's the guy you took out earlier. Nothing we can do.
Could I get him right here?
The Batman is here. Do not let him through. Scarecrow needs to finish his work.
I feel like there's other people, but... I don't care. Oh. Oh no, there's not.
And that only means one thing. You have seconds at best. Are we ready? Not yet. The cloud burst must be fully charged.
You've got to get me out of here. They're insane.
You lied to me. You've got one more chance, Stag. One.
Okay. Look, Scarecrow came to me. He needed my help with the cloudburst.
What does it do?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that Riddler is a main villain in the new movie.
Cloudburst, Stag. Tell me what it's for.
I don't know. It's all over my skin. It's crawling all over my face.
Matt Reeves makes a second film. It'd be cool to see Jack Napier in the story as becomes
I should
Joker.
leave you to your nightmare.
I like the Joker. He's my favorite villain, but I feel like he's been done so many times that I think it would be really cool to see what Matt Reeves could do with the Joker. But we just got a Joker movie, which I will admit, like I would have liked the Joker movie a bit more if he fell into acid.
Okay, this is it. The moment we've both been waiting.
But I don't know. I feel like there's so many other characters in Batman's Rogues Gallery that are easily Oscar, like actor Oscar-winning type stuff.
How do we decide?
Easily. It's just people know the Joker, so they end up... Like, I easily feel like they could have...
It's the Pick the Real Scarecrow show. So where's our
I feel like you could easily make a movie with another Batman villain, because so many other Batman villains have such good potential, and if the actor did a good enough job and the script was good enough, that actor could have won an Oscar for it. But Joker's super overhyped, and I guess for good reason. I wouldn't mind it though. I'd rather be in the third movie. as flashbacks.
You're not dying. It just feels like you are.
I'll see you later, Turner
Filling
Jenkins.
your lungs, drowning you in your greatest fears. What can you see? A city engulfed in fear.
We need Azrael, but that wouldn't be good because most of the comic consumers who are seeing it wouldn't know who he is. Here's the thing. Well, I don't want to interrupt this scene. It's actually a good scene.
Gotham will watch. I will cut that mask from your face, and the whole world will see the fear in your eyes. Then they too will understand. There is no savior.
I think Scarecrow's the only villain that can do these stupid monologues like this.
Maybe it's already happened.
Because it makes sense for his character. Other characters are just monologuing just as an excuse for the character to have more time. Before I kill you, I'm gonna give this speech. This is a good scene, man. I especially love it being the origin suit because it's kind of like Arkham Origins and their relationship in Origins. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait to see this scene in the origin suit. It's probably one of the best scenes in the game.
Such brutality.
Oh, this is so good.
Come on, finish him. Look at him. He's no better than the creep who killed your parents. You need to do something. You need to stop him. Good. Good. Something's changed. You're different. I prefer to call it a work in progress, but it does show potential. You're trapped. There's nowhere to run. Who said anything about running?
This is a little weird. Cuts to end game. Origin suit is so good looking, man. I don't care. It's probably Alfred. He's like, oh, he's got the cowburst. This is where the game gets really
Alfred, he's holding Oracle at the
just.
safe house in Chinatown. I'm heading there now.
Oh no, not this scene. What I was gonna say about did you say? Azrael. So, if you write a movie, if you are good at writing, and you're writing a movie, you should write each character as if you don't need to know anything about them, other than what is shown to you in the movie. Even if you don't show their backstory, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know anything about Batman to watch Batman Begins. You really don't need to know Batman's origin story. I guess more common knowledge for The Dark Knight, but For certain characters like Azrael, I think it could easily be. I like how the freaking Ace chemical sign clipped in for a second. You could easily just give the origin story of Azrael, or just explain his character, and it wouldn't really matter. As long as you're good at writing. They should take a cheesy comic villain in Batman's Rogue Gallery and make him actually cool. That's what I've been saying. That's what happened to Firefly in Arkham Origins, I think. And I think Killer Moth should be given that treatment. I think Prometheus needs to be rewritten because has a lot of potential. There's a ton of character. Great White Shark. I think his character's already good, actually, if you really look into it. There's a ton of characters who are just not given any respect. And comic books just keep rehashing the same villains over and over again. I thought Azrael in the Gotham show was terrible. That was one of those moments that was just like, what are you doing? That's so weird. That's not even... It was... I don't mind it not being comic accurate, but it was like to the point where it not being comic accurate was the worst decision. Unpopular opinion, I think Superman has better rogues gallery than Batman. They just spend more money and time and money on Batman and his lore. I respect your opinion, but I'd have to disagree 100%.
This is just the beginning. We succeed here in Gotham, we can take the whole country.
I don't doubt that there are good, well-written Superman villains, but just the amount of just, like you said, they put more time and money into it, and because they did, there are so many villains that are just well-written in the Batman universe.
What? We hurry all the way here and Crane's killed her already?
Wish they incorporated the side missions like Origins through police sirens. They kind of do. Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, where it's more out of your face. Doesn't take too much time to introduce side missions in the other games. Or like in Arkham City, you just hear the shot when Deadshot kills somebody.
What's happening?
Barbara!
This scene makes no sense at all.
The monster that will be your end, unless you pick up that gun and deny him.
Don't listen!
So, you might say, okay, well, Scarecrow knew that he was hallucinating Barbara because he said Barbara before Scarecrow said he knew it was Barbara. But Joker puts the gun on the table, meaning that the gun isn't real either, and Scarecrow says that there's a gun there, which is impossible. Because Scarecrow doesn't know what Batman is hallucinating.
No!
Barbara, it's me! Your friend.
You won't get me. I won't let you get me.
You will bring death to
And
all who follow.
Scarecrow knows that she died.
Sir, what's happened?
She's gone, Alfred.
Scene makes no sense at all.
Scarecrow was punishing me.
This is the biggest plot hole in the game.
Killed her.
No. Oh my. Well, sir.
Gotham Season 1 was great. Season 2 was pretty good. Season 3, what the fuck?
Protected her, Alfred.
Season 4 is pretty stupid. Season 5, I hate this show.
Because of me.
I think each season has something good, but they got less good over time, I would agree.
It's a dispersal device. Sir, don't you see?
Don't question it.
Has the means to engulf the entire city in
I got him, man.
You stopped him from making it operational, but it's only a matter of time. Sir, did you hear me?
He heard you. He's wondering how he can live with himself.
Master Bruce.
I liked how grounded the earlier seasons of Gotham were, and it gave origins to characters like Penguin, who I genuinely didn't really know the origins of. Like, the origins of Penguin is never really... I don't know, like, you don't really see it much. So I like seeing a younger Penguin. And a younger Riddler, too. It was really cool.
Where are you going?
GCPD.
Origins Batman had so much emotion when Alfred was injured that it was just so real. Exactly, man. Origins was so emotional. The acting and just the direction and cinematography and everything in that game felt so much more emotional. I like how Batman just immediately gets over her dying. Like, I know he's focused on the objective. He has to force himself to get over it, but I don't know. It's just kind of funny how he's just like... His tone of voice just sounds like he's completely over it. He sat there for like 2 seconds.
Did you hear about the guy working with Scarecrow? Bad case of bat envy.
The origins of guys like Penguin really don't really matter compared to the origins of Two-Face or Mr. Freeze. Yeah, I'd agree, but I don't really know what you're trying to say. Like, I think that's what I'm saying is, like, just I like that they had origin. It was something new. It wasn't rehashing the same story. It felt comic booky and grounded, and it was presenting a new story about it was just a story we haven't seen too much. Like, what was Gotham like before Batman was there? And I think that was good. I liked Gordon as a character in that show a lot.
Good to see you, Batman.
Even though you knew Alfred wasn't going to die, it was still emotional. I always say this, that the intended point of that scene was not, oh crap, Alfred's gonna die. The developers clearly knew other people played the other games and know that he doesn't die. I think the intended point was to show you that Alfred and Batman's relationship has been... It's testing their relationship. Because Batman was really angry with Alfred before. Their tensions have been rising at that point. Very good narrative writing in that game. The tensions building between them. And that scene was supposed to be the climax of that relationship and ending that arc. Not this, like, thing, oh, Alfred's gonna die. Like, what? I don't like when people kind of... There's a ton of people who, like, criticize that scene for that reason.
Why didn't the gas affect you?
You are scared.
You would be too if you knew what Scarecrow's planning.
Would you rather have an okay news story or a great story that has already been done?
Because without your
I'd rather have an okay news story.
The city will die.
Have you heard about the series Matt Reeves is making about the Gotham police and
About that miracle.
it will be Bruce's Grown and Batman? That will be interesting. I kind of doubt it will happen because that's a lot of workload for Matt Reeves.
Could it protect the entire city?
Theoretically. But there's no way
But
I can produce enough on my
it will be cool if that does happen because it's not like ripping off Gotham because it will be I guess it's during Batman, right?
Gardens. They're the oldest plants.
Yeah, so I feel like it'll be more, it'll still be original. So I think that's a great idea. If they put the bad ideas, as the side missions and enforce the good ideas into the main story and introduce the side missions in a way that is spread out in different ways. Yeah, but I also think the side missions are bad too. They're not terrible, but the Arkham games have never really been good at side missions, in my personal opinion.
Cash. The
shutter door isn't opening. What's happening?
There's one big mother of a tank driving around out there. It doesn't look friendly.
Neither do I. Open the shutter door and I'll scan it from the rooftops. See if I can find a weakness.
I'll open it. Try not to get killed.
There's a ton of Superman comics I've had with well-written villains, but because comics is niche, the same villains will be horribly written in movies. You might be right, because I don't know many Superman villains, so maybe I need to look into that. Maybe they should make another Superman movie, but with some more unknown villains instead of, Bizarro or something. Brainiac, oh no. Because it's really hard to recall Superman villains.
Can't get a clear shot. I need to
What
find a better
the
angle.
fuck do you mean,
That's the
Batman?
rear scan. Now I need to scan the sides.
Ah, shit.
That's the left side scanned. I just need to scan the right side.
Yep. What? Batman, stop. No! What the fuck?
I've already analyzed this section.
No, you didn't. What?
This section's already been analyzed.
I don't think I
The drone
did.
has enough firepower to rip the Batmobile to shreds in just a few shots. And its armor is too thick for my weaponry to penetrate head-on. However, there is a weakness. The drone's rear exhaust port leads straight to the power core. One well-placed shot with the Batmobile's 60mm cannon should take it out.
Gotham had Harvey Bullock, and he was genuinely good. Harvey Bullock was amazing. There was a ton of really well-written characters in that show.
I can use the radar to track the drone's movements and get behind it for a clear shot at the exhaust port.
He was very complex, and I liked that. How is he not? Oh, I was about to say, man. What the fuck? Chill. Oh my god, I'm rushing it way too fast. I hate this fucking boss, man.
You're finished, and Gotham's finished too.
Stupid other YouTubers who played this game or live stream barely talk, or they barely answer any comments, and they get tons of subs, but you actually talk to your audience. You deserve more. Thanks, man. I try to answer as many questions as I can. It would be kind of boring if what would I even say? I'd just complain about this game if I didn't have people in the comments. Okay, where's this man at? Let's actually go slow this time. I think 3 more spawn after this. What the f... Oh, what the... What the hell? Why, he'll just turn around for no reason right here, watch. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
Cobra's got destroyed. Impossible. We know what caliber rounds he's using. The armor was impenetrable.
You can't just roll a single heavy armor unit into the field and expect to crush him under it. He's better than that. Initiate stage 2 attack protocols. Deploy all Cobra units in group formation.
Mr. Wayne, I trust that tank didn't give you too much trouble. I thought you'd like to know that the Batmobile upgrade you requested is ready for installation at the clock tower facility. Assuming
I am glad Lucius is in this game.
Thanks, Lucius.
Alright, Raymu and J Daddy are leaving. What the fuck, guys? I'm just kidding. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Alright, Rainbow Boy. I got you, bro. I still have the freaking test dummy Batmobile. Wait, is that a... I could be wrong. Is that a custom animation for that? Putting on that final cap? That's kind of cool. Not that hard to do, but...
Get Ivy to the botanical gardens.
Also liked in the early episodes of Seasons of Gotham, it was like almost every episode was dedicated to single foe. Some of those enemies were just some random people. Yeah. It was very focused. It wasn't this expansive, crazy thing. Alright, after I beat these Cobra tanks, I'm gonna call it for today. Why are you just... Okay, I was about to say, man.
We've lost the Cobra. Maintaining search pattern. Hey, question. Did it hurt watching her die? How
Even Arkham Knight knows that she died. Like, how?
Cobra offline. I've got support nearby. I'm sending it in. Barbara Gordon worked for you. She fought for you. And look where it got her.
Stupid dialogue in this game.
Whatever you're planning, it won't be enough. You can't fix
What Arkham main menu theme is your favorite? I really like all of... Well, I don't really like Arkham Knight that much.
Try and get me to the botanical gardens in one piece, Batman. Or you can kiss that
All
moon
three of the first games have really, really good main menu music and backgrounds. Like, I like how in City especially, you'll see new, like, as soon as you discover, like, I don't know, Ra's al Ghul or Mr. Freeze, they show up in the main menu screen. I've read Doomsday Clock, a sequel to Watchmen comic. I have watched summaries of it. It's really cool.
We're here, Ivy. What now?
Look at her.
Because he's psychic, exactly.
She's been here since before man walked the earth. She still holds great power. But she's weak. Poisoned by decades of pollution. She won't be able to fight Scarecrow's toxin on her own.
Then we need another.
There aren't any left like her. Not anymore.
What happened?
What do you think? Man, you cut them back, built over them, stopped them from reaching the sun.
If I can locate the roots, could you revive them?
They're lost. Buried beneath this concrete monstrosity. How will you...
The bigger the plant, the deeper the root. You wait here. I'll find a way to break them free.
Man, bad, plant good. Yes. I think Ivy was, you know, her character model is like drastically different. But, she's pretty good in this game. She's one of the stronger characters, probably. Oh no, the Batmobile, it's not loading in.
Lucius, I need a way to track an ancient root system.
This
It's
boss
deep
is so
underground.
hard.
I'm sure I can throw something
What
together,
boss?
but it may take me a little while. Come to Wayne Tower when you're ready.
There are no bosses in this game.
Alfred, give me an update on
I'm just
Gotham's
kidding.
Most Wanted.
They're just all on the Batmobile.
Nightwing has been tracking another of Penguin's trucks. This will undoubtedly...
Why? I'm halfway through the game. It's still advertising side missions.
Clean up, they said. Blow up the factory, lay low, exfil by morning. Good thing we had contingency plans.
Two-Face and Penguin loose in our city? We need to show them who's boss. So, whose throat are we gonna slit first?
The Joker is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna end it for today. As the plan, as I've said before, the plan is that after I beat this game, I might do the Catwoman DLC next stream, maybe. I don't really find many of those Arkham episodes good, but after I beat this game, I'm gonna do the Batgirl DLC, and it's gonna have its own custom thumbnail for it. I'm gonna take my time, because I've been rushing a lot of these games, because, you know, we've all played them a million times, but I've never played Batgirl one. So I'm just gonna take my time with it, maybe have one long stream for it. Maybe get all of, because there's collectibles in that one, so I might get the collectibles too. Do some free roaming and stuff. And then after that, we move on to Origins, and we'll end with Cold Cold Heart, I guess.
Oh, detective, there's still a trial left for you to complete.
We can all agree Gotham Knights will have better boss fights in this game. Yeah, it definitely will.
Your labors. Except, of course, they are labors of the mind. Much unlike that duller demigod.
Thanks, Senslayer. Alright, guys. I will see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna have to start uploading more regularly soon, but I'm trying to figure out some content that I can do more easily in between harder stuff, so I'm still figuring that out, and once I get that figured out, I'm hoping that more regular uploads will become, you know, a regular thing, so that I'm not just going on long hiatuses and stuff. So yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys in my next video, or my next stream, whatever it will be.